Hi, I'm Kevin Walker from Unity Audio. We're the UK distribution company for Telefunken microphones, and we're here today at ESV TV to talk to you about Telefunken mic range. Telefunken have a history of producing a lot of different electronic appliances for both domestic and professional applications. And in 1947, they were approached by Neumann when Neumann produced their legendary U47 valve microphone and asked Telefunken to distribute the microphone for them. Telefunken were actually supplying the valves for that microphone back then. Another thing that they were famous for, making valves, electronic valves. And that association lasted for quite a long time, from 47 up to 59. And those models of U47 microphones actually carried the Telefunken badge, as you can see here, the famous diamond logo badge instead of the Neumann badge. In 1959, Neumann decided to not renew the contract for distribution and actually did the distribution themselves. So Telefunken then approached AKG to work on a microphone together, and that microphone was the legendary Elam 250 and 251 microphones. This is a 251 microphone we have here, very famous microphone. Anyway, so a lot of time sort of passes, and in 2000, an American gentleman called Tony Fishman was a passionate collector of these microphones and user of these microphones, and he bought a vintage 251. And like a lot of owners of that microphone, they found the polar pattern switch to be a little bit troublesome. So he decided to re-engineer that polar pattern selector switch, and initially just for his own use, but then he found lots of other people had a need for that part, so he started supplying that part to other Telefunken 250, 251 users. And it grew from there. He eventually bought the rights to the name Telefunken. The company's now called Telefunken Electroacoustics. And the range has grown hugely. He now, because he did the polar pattern selector switch on the 250, 251, he thought, well, let's reverse engineer the microphone. So that's what happened. And we'll talk about the microphones in more detail shortly. But that's a kind of brief potted history of Telefunken.